Oh, guys, good evening to all my beloved
Hello.
United fans.
What
And
up,
this
man?
is my co-host Faris.
Yeah.
Faris, how's your weekend, man?
Okay lah. So lah. You draw, I draw lah. You lose,
Yeah,
I
man.
lose lah. You win, I win lah. Okay? We
Yeah,
make a
you
deal lah,
guys,
bro. We make a deal lah.
you guys love Ole so much, right? We draw, some of you lose, some of you draw. So we are
When
back
you
to the
lose,
drawing
when you
board
lose
again.
big, we lose big, bro. When you win spectacularly, we win spectacularly. So when you
Ah, man, I
draw
agree.
a stalemate, we draw a stalemate, bro.
Okay. And I man, dude, you saw
Yeah.
your Champions League draw, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man,
did,
you
I
played
did.
you played the guys that we played twice in a row, and good luck to you guys on them, man.
We will also play them twice in a row. Hey, but who you? Oh shit! I'm sorry. It's a Champions League draw. So
No, it's fine, man.
yeah. So who do you all get in Europa, man?
Real Sociedad, man. Third in La Liga. It means it's gonna be
Ooh.
tough. No
Ooh,
luck,
Real
man. No
Sociedad,
luck in
huh?
the draw. Yeah. Tough
It's
draw.
been a while. It's been a while since I heard that name, man.
Why?
I don't know. I've not been hearing Real Sociedad.
Oh, right. Yes, because you're in the Champions League, right?
Yeah.
Ah, man. Adan Januzaj is coming home. We're going to see him play again at Old Trafford under the lights. Okay.
But first, what do you think we have for our viewers, our 6 million viewers watching right now?
Oh, guys, I tell you, the most important thing you must do now, right, is to like, share, and subscribe Snapshot Studio on all platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and this is our United show, all United again, just for all my beloved United fans, and all United here, nothing less, nothing more.
So I heard we got 3 very spectacular guests.
And we have guests from all walks of life, man, former
Yeah.
footballers, coaches, we have our Malaysian neighbor here, over here to talk about United. Hey, dude, let's get them on the show, man. Let's not keep them waiting. We have a lot
Ole
to talk
in,
about.
no, Ole in, Ole out. People have not have.
Oh, I'm not sure. I didn't ask them before this.
But what I want this week this third episode you know what I want?
Yeah.
I want to hear Pogba in, Pogba out. I had enough of Ole in, Ole out, bro.
Now Pogba in, Pogba out.
Yeah.
Oh, that will divide opinion, man. I think let's hear from our guests.
All right.
Shall we?
We will bring out the guy with the seniority, or we want to bring him
Right.
last. Okay, we'll bring
Seniority
the
first,
best.
man.
We'll bring the best the last, bro. We'll bring the best.
Okay.
So first, all the way from Causeway, we brought him across the Causeway. We have Hardik in the house. What up, Hardik? How are you, man?
Haziq, nice
fine,
cap, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
How's life across the Causeway, man? How are you guys coping?
How are we guys? Sorry, not hearing so much.
How are you guys coping with the situation in your side of the Causeway?
The cases it keeps on it's fluctuating, but yeah, everything is okay, I guess. People are adapting to the new norm and everything, so yeah.
Nice.
Right, man.
So let's bring ourselves to the footballer, bro.
Okay, the former footballer.
The former footballer. All the way from the lorongs of Geylang. Derek, how are you, Derek?
Good. I'm good. How you guys, man? It's been a while, huh?
Yeah, it's been a while, man. I thought you're missing already. I thought you don't want to be part of us already. But after An made you sign that contract, right?
He never called me.
He never called you.
Freelance.
I must talk with An about this. And I'll bring these guests, the final guest, Mark, all the way from 1980, bro.
Yeah, man. Old school United supporter.
Before everything started, man.
Yeah, man.
We have Shafiq.
Welcome, Shafiq.
Make me sound old, huh?
All is gold. In that shot, all is gold. Don't worry. Don't worry about that, brother.
Guys, thanks for coming on, all three of you. Okay.
Thanks for having us.
How's your
Thanks for
weekend
having
been?
us.
How's your weekend been? Looking at the games.
Ball.
How ball is ball?
Yeah, man.
Date lah.
Haziq?
Basically, playing at home and not doing much. Date lah.
When you-
Basically date. Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Just
Haziq?
stayed
How about you?
home. Same.
home, ah?
Just stayed home. Yeah. Didn't go anywhere.
Shafiq, did you sleep during the game?
Almost.
Oh yeah, you power, bro. Because I slept the 10 minutes I slept already. I cannot tahan.
Hey, Faris, don't say like that, man. I
No,
watched the whole game.
No, because I
couldn't
was
sleep, man.
tired, bro. I was working since 7 a.m. in
Okay.
the morning.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Right.
fair.
So,
That's
Looking
fair.
at that,
Without further ado, let's talk about the derby, bro. I'll
Dude.
bring the photo up.
yes.
Yeah. Was
Okay,
that a good point? Gain for United?
come. Let's throw the question to Haziq. Firstly, was
Okay.
there a good point for us?
On the table wise, yes, but game wise, I think it's kind of boring when we watch a 0-0 draw because we are expecting it's a derby game
Yeah.
where you would expect like the atmosphere is going to be where we watch during the time. It's going to be the rivalries. That's what we talk about between fans. But when we enter the game itself, when you look
Yeah.
at the game itself, it's like you can see the way they play. It's like they are playing for a point.
I agree.
Yeah. So for me, point wise, yes, because we are not losing clean
Yes.
sheets. That's
Right.
good. Defensively, I can say United are doing okay for that match. There are a few chances that City could have converted, but yeah,
Yes.
and also there are also chances that United, say Rashford and all that, they should have converted. But overall, defensively, we are doing good at that game, particular game. But yeah, overall for me, the atmosphere is losing it, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. And Derek, you looking at the previous game where we lost to RB Leipzig, right? I mean, do you expect something more out of Ole in this game? As in, you should be more attacking. Come on, you should go all guns blazing to get a win instead of being comfortable with a draw.
Yeah,
So what's your
definitely.
take on that?
I mean, like losing in the last Champions League game and being knocked out. I think we should go for it, lah. I mean, because losing the last game, you definitely want to bounce back from that defeat,
Yeah.
right? So, and with actually defensively, performance wise was okay, was good. But in terms of like chances created and like actually we got quite a few chances, but we didn't convert it. So and I've also felt like we didn't have all guns blazing. So basically we were like also cautious at the same time. Both teams were cautious because I think City was also afraid of us.
Yes, true that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So yeah,
That's-
so both are quite cautious. So technically both cancel out each other lah.
Yeah, that's a very fair
Yeah.
point. And Shafiq, you
Yeah.
see, do you in your own sense, since you watched United for so many years, right, Shafiq, was that a good point for you?
I think it's a bit of both. I think good in a sense where we are at the moment. I think United were playing badly in terms of on their defensive aspect. So I think Ole will look at the game against City as okay. We should not play the way we played against Leipzig or even Southampton for that matter, because the way they defend is kind of shocking. So I feel that what he needed to do was to ensure that the defense was up to the mark. So in a way, it is a good point because the defense stood out. But again, like I said, I mean, I watched United in the 80s. We get kind of the result that we're getting at. But, I supported United because I enjoy watching them play. So watching the derby that day was, I mean, it's terrible. It's painful to watch. It's almost fall asleep. So I think that, but again, this is the problem. I think if United play to their strength, they can get results.
Yep.
You can see the result from PSG.
Yeah,
you
correct.
can see Leipzig at home, and even the comebacks and all that is all it takes is for probably just to tweak a little bit in terms of how we played certain games and all that, and the desire. I think that's what I think the pundits like Roy Keane are trying to say. Where is the desire? Where is this mentality of wanting to win? So I think this is where that point is probably a bad point in a sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Everyone hugging each other after the game. I think he was saying.
No, but
that-
Ole say
yeah.
was the best performance.
Yeah, we
So
keep that for later.
Who can justify Ole say is the best performance? I also don't understand.
Faris, which brings on to our next topic, man. Faris, show the guy. Come, Faris, show the guys. You see that quote by Ole, right? In my time against City, that is the best performance we have had, not the best result. Well, guys, you have to talk me through this, man. Okay, Haziq, you look at the tactics in the game, right? Were you expecting him to make an attacking sub after the 60th minute? And were you surprised that he made his first sub in the 74th minute, being so cautious?
I was actually surprised that he only made one sub throughout the whole entire match. It was like I was expecting he would throw in Van de Beek at some point. I was expecting maybe he would put Telles at some point, because no offense about Luke Shaw during the game, but he is something to me he is a bit on the heavy side. Comparing these two, I would have Telles. I would prefer Telles as my left back. It's because of he have the attributes that can the weakness that we have at United is we are getting less and less crosses and also feeding the strikers. That's one point. Secondly, the quote itself, in my time against City, that is the best performance we have had. I'm not sure how many games that he has been through as a United player playing against City, but I am sure this is just a safe quote that he's trying to save himself and also the players, because I see Ole is somebody who's trying to save his players. All his quotes are very safe. Whatever the media is talking, he just say this person is positive, this person is good, he's doing well. But on the ground, that we don't really know what's happening in the back. Maybe it's just for the media side. He's just pointing all the positives, but we don't know what's happening at the back.
Yeah, true.
So
there you see, was actually looking at the lineup wise for the City game, right? Is there anything you wanted to tweak, which you felt that the game would be better?
I think the lineup was okay that day. I was quite surprised that Pogba was starting, because I thought maybe he would be on the bench, because after all those issues and off-pitch issues. Yeah, so in terms of the lineup, I was okay. But in terms of the substitution wise, I also think that I think he didn't have someone that he trusts. So that's the reason why he only made one substitution. Because I think the other players also, I think the only one that, even Van der Beek, for Van der Beek, I don't think coming in as a sub, he will make any difference, because he's the kind who has to start from the first minute till the end, because he's not the kind who's the kind of impact sub like Martial. Martial, once in a while he will come in and do something, but I think Van der Beek is quite difficult.
Yeah, which is fair. And being Shafiq, looking at the subs, right? I mean, there was just a like for like change for Marcel for Greenwood. Actually, would that be the ideal sub for you, or would you prefer to have Rashford taken out?
I think to make the I think he's trying to counter what Pep is trying to do. I think Pep also made a substitution, and the substitution was like for like. I think Torres came on for Mahrez, and I think Ole feels that since he's not tweaking so much, so probably Pep wants to play something similar. So he probably so he feels that he should also make. But I agree with Haziq. Why would you want to make only one substitution, and then yet we are clamoring for 5 substitutions, and now you're only making one and all that. So I think Ole probably hit his head against the Champions League exit door. I think when he made that quote, I think I totally disagree with that quote. I think you can say that, we fought hard to play to get a point, but then to say that it was the best performance, I don't think it's the best.
By far, it's not the best.
Yeah, they tried to play out a few times, and how many times City intercepted those? So I don't think that it's a good performance. I'm so sorry, but and also City in a way didn't play to their strength fully. So I believe that I think we got lucky with that 1 point rather than it's a wonderful point game. In fact, it's a lucky 1 point for me.
Oh, that's a fair point. Yeah. I Faris, I mean, let's look at the comments, man. I mean, there are a few comments here and there which we should just check out.
Oh, sure,
Let's
sure.
go for
Bro.
it, man.
So now we got a familiar face. Hello,
Mati
Mati.
Chuno,
How are you, man?
Hello, GGMU. Next.
Ridwan. Real
Oh,
Sociedad
Anthony
versus
Marcel,
Real.
man. Ah, man, you
Got
you came on
Martial
too late.
fans.
Yeah, that draw with Social Dan, man. What a draw.
The only thing Pogba is good at is going to the barber shop. So you guys agree?
Yeah, more or less.
That's
More or
proud.
less,
That's proud.
yeah.
Or
That's
come
proud, man.
or go crying to his agent.
Oh, yo, that's
Oh, we have a Liverpool fan here, man. Hi, Carl.
Hi,
as well.
hi, Carl.
How
How
are
are
you,
you,
man?
man?
Next. All right. Oh, United States still number one. Come on, man. That's my idol right there. Sherboyne, Vanderbeek, and Teles. Haziq.
Oh, Derek.
Yeah.
Derek,
That's the only thing that Martial did right. That
Yeah,
comment.
And there is a fan here, yeah.
Yeah, Derek is a fan. Oh, another familiar face, bro. Ole out.
yes,
the Ole out, yeah.
They're coming in strong, only out.
Shall we tell who this guy is, huh? Tristan, huh?
That's my brother, man. That's my brother.
Oh, is it?
All right. Yeah.
Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake.
Hey.
Okay. Man.
Oh, rest in peace.
man.
Juliet, oh my god.
Julian, man.
It's a
The man who
sad
competed
day
with
for football, man.
What a year, man. So many legends
Yeah.
passing away in the
Yeah.
same year. Man.
It started off with Kobe and followed by a few others.
Maradona, Paulo Rossi.
Yeah, Ray Clemens. Now
Okay.
Julia.
Faris, I mean lots of love. Can we go to the heart? You know, we'll be talking about the heart.
Oh.
Oh man. That's ugly.
Oh.
Guys, there's your captain right there. You saw Roy Keane's comment, right? That's disgusting. We don't see this in previous derbies. Okay, Haziq, starting with you. What's your comment on this take, man?
This is unacceptable, bro. Seriously. The way you can, even the picture itself, just looking at their facial expression, it just disgusts me. You know, when we have the rivalry where we would stample on each other's badges, emblems, when you come into derby games, when you're just giving hugs and saying, hey, how's the game and all that, it just cannot, man. It's unacceptable. It's just unacceptable.
I mean, sorry, but to interject here, but you have only 13 fouls. You concede only 13 fouls in the derby.
That's why.
And you only have one yellow card each. So, oh my god.
Like I said, the desire is it's not there. The desire, the atmosphere. Maybe okay, fans is not in the stadium. Maybe it contributes about that's only like 20-30%. But the whole drive of the team, you just don't feel the vibe that they want something out of the game.
I agree with that. You look at Carrick and Pep Guardiola, right, Derek. You see, aren't they even hugging each other after the game? Or they sending high fives here and there?
Oh,
I mean, come on, guys. What is this? This is a derby, man. This is not your social
honestly,
Sunday social football league.
I miss the time when United going just picking out like United Arsenal. Every time you go, you are going to look forward to that kind of game. United City, where that Roy Keane tackles on Haaland was like those kind of things that you expect from a derby game, but you don't see it now.
I guess now there's nothing. In the whole of the league, I think there's no.
I think partly because of VAR, that's the reason why these are all being taken away from football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the case where VAR choose the fire?
Yeah. Because you can't do anything, like anything will be caught on camera. So
True.
You can't do much. Yeah.
So do you agree with Roy Keane there that, I mean, this thing should be kept in the tunnel instead of like showing on the pitch so much love?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, true. I agree.
Oh man, I mean this kind of thing. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, it's like okay, the players must understand that they are in the spotlight. You know, especially when you're playing for big clubs like Liverpool, United, and all that. You're in the spotlight, and you are like actors. You know, so the cameras will be on you, especially when you play a game where you know that the performance-wise is not up to the standard. Don't go and of course they are friends. I don't want to take that away from them, but just shake hands, say, "Hey, good game." That's it. The way they hug is like, oh my goodness.
But I think
guys,
because of modern football also plays a part lah. I mean the all the modern game. I mean nowadays you see a lot of these type of things happening. Like in the past, those kind of like after the like I think Gary Neville before the game he don't even speak to his brother, that kind of thing. I think it doesn't happen already. I don't think it happens now.
You know, but
Yeah.
what I feel about all this, hugs and kiss, all this love in the Premier League, it's all because of how Gareth Southgate, how he tuned the English team.
Yeah.
Back then when the menu players will be the menu players, the United players, then the Liverpool players will be together. It's a different clique, but now it's all together. So
Yeah.
I think the camaraderie is more lah. It's better now.
Good for the national team, but bad for the clubs.
Yes, correct.
But speaking about that, when you take a look at Spain, they have a Real Madrid Barcelona team. No?
Yeah.
As a team, they played well. But when they represent their own clubs, you look at Ramos.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck about Gerard Piqué, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a fair point. Because I think the problem with the golden generation, the biggest problem I think they found out was that the Man U players were one click, the Liverpool players were one click, and therefore I think that's the reason they give up for not doing well in the World Cup. So now I think Southgate wants to change that. But I agree your point. What if the Spanish players can do it? Why can't the English team put rivalry aside for the international games and just play your football for the national team?
I mean, Faris, you can be the weakness, right? I mean, you look at the United and Liverpool derby of and look at it last season. I mean, there was no fire. Don't even talk about the quality, man. Just look at the tackles going in, the handshakes after the game, Firmino going to Fred hugging each other.
Yeah.
It's just dead now. I mean, with this soft generation. I mean, Derek, you think in the future it will improve, like in the sense of the feistiness of a derby, or you think you'll just go like this all the way?
I think it will go like this all the way because I think nowadays players are very nice because sometimes even as a supporter watching, I feel like being in there tackling the players. No, I feel like going in with one time good one. But the thing is, because I think nowadays because we grew up watching the United Arsenal game. I think you guys all know the United Arsenal game was feisty.
Yes.
Yeah. Imagine Reyes being tackled by Gary Neville, don't know how many times, and he never got a cut. So back then was we were that strong and powerful that teams were afraid lah. But nowadays, everyone are like friends so I think quite difficult to actually go in hard on your friend. You get what I mean?
Yes, I agree.
So I think the mentality is different nowadays lah.
I mean, Haziq, you look at the crowd because of COVID. There's a lack of crowd. I mean, even 2,000 now, right? Do you think the atmosphere affects the players in the sense where it lacks the bite there in the games? You think there's a full house to be better?
I think in a sense it affected a lot of big teams. If you go across Europe, you can see a lot of big teams are actually dropping points. You see, where the big teams have a lot of fans, and they are actually like cheering them on. It's like it's a drive for you to do better, and you can see the crowds are cheering and booing at the oppositions and everything. But then now it's the whole stadium is silent. It's like they feel like for such a big club, they don't have nobody backing them up, and these superstars they strive on these cheers, and they perform better when they are cheered on compared to the little clubs where they don't have so much fans. They just do it for themselves. That's why they are doing better than the big teams. To me, it actually contributes a lot to the big teams, not just United in particular, but
Arsenal.
Because I'm just saying Arsenal right now they are 15th, and their stadium before this they're not actually full anyway. But they have quite a number of fans. But I think it's actually not just United is affected or not the derby game. All the big teams are actually affected by this.
Okay, so my question to you guys, let's say we start with Derek, okay? Then Shafiq, okay. Do you think with the crowd coming in, will it affect our away form? I mean, we're the best away team in the league, man. I mean, when we play teams with the crowd, you think it will affect our league, our form?
Away form, I think it might, because the fans definitely played a big part lah. I mean, because normally I think in the English league is still okay, but in the Spanish league, like Real Madrid, right? For example, their fans is just Madrid fans. You don't see any Sevilla fans at all. One.
Yes.
So like
correct.
yeah, but for English league is still okay. I mean there are still a mixture, but the fans do play a big part in actually because I do play a big part in the players performing or not lah. So normally with fans, the home team will definitely want to push themselves even more to win a game.
Okay, that's a very good point. I mean, okay,
Yeah.
before we go to the comments, right, Faris, I mean, let's ask Shafiq. Do you think our away form will be impacted? What is your take on this?
I think I was a bit worried about the West Ham game because they had fans.
Okay.
So I
Right.
know, West Ham supporters are vociferous and all that, but I think it does affect in a way. But then, I think because they're segregated and all that, I think after a while the players get used to it and all that. But in fact, I think the other example was Fulham Liverpool. I think the Fulham fans really pushed their team out.
True.
Well,
So-
definitely, man.
That's another example. Good example, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good example. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a brilliant point. I mean, it just emphasizes the point that the crowd does affect the team
Yeah.
in this case.
So I think Sheffield United will bring their fans for the first time. I think that's the tonic they need.
Yeah.
But
Oh man.
I think it's the ninth away win for us in a row.
And let's get the win. All right, Faris, let's see the comments, man. It's been chat.
Let's go. Okay, hold on. Wow,
Steady,
you
just
got him again.
all right, man. I'll put this to Haziq. Okay, to all of us, right? Will you agree that changing manager won't solve the issue? We know the main problem is the board and Woodward. Do a quick one, man.
Okay, for me, changing managers won't change a thing. Honestly speaking, if you change, even if you put Zidane on, it's just the same. To me, the manager has put to his expectation the best for that day.
Okay.
The players themselves need to perform.
Okay.
It's like 20% managers, 80% is the players. To me,
Fair enough. That's fair point. Fair point. But Faris, next, man. Let's
What do you think about this?
captain.
not our choice, but
Yeah, it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but yeah, there you go. Only decided.
I think we got one troller in a form of Abdul Matin. Satu soalan, boleh ke pakai baju ada logo devil? In a direct translation, can we wear a t-shirt with a devil's logo? I think it's anybody's choice, man, Martin. You gotta try harder, man. If you're even I'm not impressed, bro. Try harder, man. Mr. Low, get a manager who can make the most out of the team. Jose came in, won trophies. It ended bitter, but he placed us at the top. Ole is nowhere close. So let's give this floor to Derek. What do you say? What do you make of this comment, man?
Get a manager. I think
is Ole nowhere close to be called to be labeled as a top manager for United?
he's definitely nowhere close yet. I think because I think the manager plays a part in motivating the team. So like what Haziq say, players play a part, but I think the manager's voice also plays a part in terms of how he motivates his team to actually do well. Because you see, like previous manager we had like Sir Alex and and Klopp, for example. I think they are good motivators. So the way you talk to them also plays a big part in how the team performs.
Nice.
That's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
Right, shall we move on to next?
Oh, we got one more, bro. From
Okay, let's go.
a City fan of team. A game of this magnitude, United City is fiercely competitive match. So it's definitely weird seeing hugs around when it should be enemies on the pitch. When the moment starts, bring out the fire in them. Okay, when you speak about this, let me ask you, because I got the answer, Okay, let me ask the senior guy. Remember, all is gold, huh? Don't get. Manchester is red or blue?
course, Manchester is red. I mean,
No. I think you got the wrong answer. It's neither red nor blue
no blue.
because Manchester is horny. And I got a photo to back it up.
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Oh, man.
And there's the Ferdinand and the Tevez one where it's like a doggy style.
I mean, these two fellas took the Gary Neville's Paul Scholes kiss to another level, man.
And their opponents.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah,
Faris,
Mark, so-
shall we move to the next, man?
Sure, bro. Player in focus.
Okay, Fred. All right, guys, this is a player that divides opinion. I mean, he always starts for us now. Some people love him, some people hate him. So to you guys, let's start with Haziq. Is he underrated in your case?
In my case, it's a 50-50 because I can see him when he came in, he was introduced in United. You can see it's like we can't see really what his particular role is. We can see him from Shakhtar how he plays, but when he's in English football, it's different. So I can see now he's developing his game. He's getting better. He's sort of like trying to mold himself to become like a Kante or Herrera role, something like that. He's trying to sweep. But then again, it's because of this United defense woes, the pairing between Maguires and Lindelof that is not working out, forcing Ole to play two DMs for most of the match. So maybe that is why he stands out. So to me, he is kind of underrated. He's like an unsung hero. And if you can see statistically, his heat map, he actually covers quite a lot of the pitch.
Yes,
So
correct.
he wins a lot. Yeah. To me, he is a kind of unsung hero. To me, yeah.
Okay, then Derek, you hearing from Haziq, right? Actually, you feel Fred should play alone in the midfield to cover the back four, or should you put him with a pairing still? Because you know Fred's the way he runs, he covers the amount of ground. All he needs is a partner who attacks because Fred will do all the defensive work. What's your take on this, Derek? I mean, for Fred's case.
Depend on the opponent. I think if we are playing a weaker opponent, I think Fred can play there alone. But if let's say we are playing like City the other day, I think he has to partner someone because I think his positioning wise is still can improve. I think he's more similar to Anderson.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
He covers a lot of ground, but in terms of finishing wise, attackingly he don't give that much. But in terms of like defensively and hardworking and cover the ground and left-legged, I think it's quite similar to Anderson actually. But except for the physique lah. Physique I think is a bit different. Yeah. But other than that, I think he's quite similar in that sense lah.
But there, I mean, the last time we saw Fred alone, right, playing in the midfield in the 4-3-3 was when we were playing the Europa League under Ole, right, against Copenhagen, where Ole gets to feel more adventurous, right? But why do you think that Ole will still continue with playing a double pivot with Fred and Matommy? Or would you prefer like Ole to be more adventurous to play Fred alone beside Pogba?
I feel in what kind of games?
Okay, up to you. Just pick a scenario and just go for it.
Okay, I would actually prefer more adventurous like Fred with. I actually Fred with someone more tactically. He will stay in his position. Positioning wise will be better than Pogba. I would actually. I'm Van de Beek, for example.
Yes.
Partnering him in defensively, I think that's good. That's a good partnership.
Yeah, that's fair
Van de
enough.
Beek can give some attacking. Yeah,
that's fair, but we rarely see that, right? Every time we see Van
yeah,
de Beek,
that's the thing. That's the thing.
True,
Or on
yeah.
the bench.
I mean, okay, Shafiq. That's why you see for in this case for Fred, right, Shafiq? Do you rate Fred as in he's very consistent, or is he the automatic starter for you ahead of let's say Matommy and Matic? I mean, when it comes to a crucial game.
Yeah, I think for Fred, the biggest issue here, the reason why he divides opinion is because he plays with heart and he gives 100%. That's why fans love him. United fans love this kind of players. But the question we have to ask is he a United type of player? I
Okay.
mean, in terms of his standard, if you look at all the various defensive midfielders like Kante and all that, I think he definitely ranked among one of the not so good ones. So he is all we have. So I think now what we need to do is we need to find the perfect partnership for him. I will agree with Derek. I think what we should try Van der Beek and him this time. I think we've seen how he plays with McTominay. It's always more defensive. He seems not so adventurous. So why not try? I mean, Van der Beek, when during his recent interview, he tried to drop hints to say that hey, I can play number 6 role
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's trying to hint that I'm not the one who is always replacing Bruno all the time. I can play in where Pogba used to play, and all that, or even as a pivot to a replacement for McTominay and all that. So I would love to see Van der Beek and Fred together in more games so that they can develop the understanding better. Yeah.
Well, that's a very good thing. I mean, Faris, the floor is charming with comments about Fred. Why not we bring that up, then we discuss it with our panel. Everything Fred, bring it all up, man.
Here you go, man.
Irreplaceable in our midfield with how useless
Wait,
Tommy is. Fred is the only one in the pivot who makes a forward pass. He's a bulldog. I mean, Haziq, you agree with that? There's a bulldog, he covers all the blade of grass.
Yeah. Yep, he covers the grass. I agree with that. McTominay is being sloppy this season, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Very defensively, he's not there, not very aware. Right. Faris, next.
We
Let's
got
go.
Katrina Toe.
Fantastic, consistent, give him credit. Yeah, man. We all love Fred. I mean, the fans. Then the stats guy come on next. According to stats,
there you go.
United means 70%, man, with Fred. I mean, compared to Matome, how much was it? Matome is 33%. I mean, he mentioned for 33%. Matome plays, we win 33%.
Oh,
I mean, when Matome plays, right, guys, we are going to defend, right? You look at the RB.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Okay, we were talking about Fred now, right? I mean, if we look at Fred, do you expect him to start the next game as well, or let's say we talk about Fred, Matome, and Matic, which is an automatic starter for you in a crucial Europa tie? Starting you, Haziq.
I would put Fred because I like that kind of player where honestly I would prefer just having one if United didn't have the defensive pairing woes between Maguire and Lindelof, keep getting putting errors, I would just put Fred right in front because as before we have Daley Blind playing in that position. Not really defensively, but as a defensive midfielder, it's like you are sweeping between the two centre backs. Right. So I think Fred is essential to be in that position to like intercepts the last part before getting to the defense. It's like the second last line of defense before going to the goalkeepers and defense itself. So he is actually crucial. So I would put Fred. Yes, I would.
Yep. You would put Fred in a crucial game, right?
Yep.
Okay, Derek. We are playing the EFL quarterfinal soon. Right, against Everton away. Will you start Fred in that game?
EFL as in
EFL quarterfinals. Before Christmas.
Oh, the Europa League lah. No,
EFL.
Carabao.
Will you start Fred in that game against Alan and the Corey?
I would give him a rest actually.
Really?
I would give him a rest because I will rest him for more crucial ties. I mean, the Carabao Cup, I would definitely rest him and maybe go for maybe Matic. I think he needs more game time. I think he's not been playing much recently, so I'll give Matic. EFL Cup, I will give Matic.
Oh, EFL Cup, you give Matic.
Yeah.
Although it's a quarterfinal.
Yeah. I don't mind. I will give him game time. I mean, if it's a crucial tie, then I will go for Fred. I will agree with Haziq.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Shafiq, watching all the games, Shafiq, in this quarter-final tie against Everton away, who will you play in your midfield?
I will play Fred, man. We need trophies, man. Remember, World Cup. I
It
mean,
doesn't matter what it is. Cups.
probably Ancelotti probably might also think of it that way. Oh no, I'm doing well in the league, but let's crown it off with a trophy. He might want to play his best, and his midfield is pretty solid with James and Haaland and all that. So
Yes.
probably we will definitely need Fred, especially at Goodison.
That's fair enough, Faris. I mean, you see, look at the guys talking about Fred as United fans. They love him. They want to start him. The stats even show they win 70% of the time. Right? So, I mean, let's go on. Let our guys have a chance to be Ole, man. I mean, if Ole sees this, he may start the next game with this lineup. Right, Faris? It's game time. Okay. Let's say 4-3-3, who fits where, yeah? Okay, Faris, you bring up the okay, let's say if you're Ole, right? Okay, looking, this is the game where we played against City, right? Okay, Haziq, I'll give to you the goalkeeper and the back four. Will you change anything for the Sheffield
would-
game?
First and foremost, I would change the gear.
Okay.
The hair I would change. I would put Henderson in.
Okay, why?
Simply
Why that?
because for 15 games that we have gone through, 15, 16 game plus that we've been through, I see De Gea is making silly errors where he should win balls where he didn't. He should commit where he didn't. He is getting, as what Scholes says, like a cowardice type of goalkeeper. I don't know why, but I agree with what Scholes says. But and I would prefer putting Henderson since he's very eager to start. And Romero, we don't know what happens between him and Ole since he's now number 4 in the pecking order. So I would put Henderson in front of De Gea. For the right back, no question asked. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I would put it there. He keep continuously winning tackles. The only part that he needs to adjust and improve is his crossing skills. Lindelof, no, I'm not a fan of Lindelof. Honestly, when he was signed with that bold head, I would be like, he would have that kind of Vidic feel. But then again, now he with his hair on, I was like, no, man, he doesn't have that vibe, that strong vibe, that commanding vibe that we need as a center back. So I would remove him and I would put Tuanzebe in.
Tuanzebe and Maguire.
Yep.
Okay, your left back.
My left back, Telles. I won't put Luke Shaw. Yep.
Because we don't need to defend this game, right?
Yeah. All out. Attack
Okay,
is the best line of defense.
Yes.
I agree. But Ole don't think so in the previous game. That's why we went 0-0, right? All right, Derek, who will be a double pivot in this game for you, man? I mean, this was a previous game.
Van der Beek and Fred, definitely.
Van der Beek and Fred.
Yeah, without a doubt. Because I think we are playing Sheffield, right? Sheffield United.
Sheffield away, yeah. The 0-win team.
Yeah, I think we should be going for it. I mean, Sheffield is quite good. I think defensively they are quite good. They don't concede much goals, but that's the reason we need more players need more creative players in the team to actually create more chances rather than putting a double defensive pivot. Like, what's the point?
Also, you rest Pogba in this game?
Yeah, I think Pogba will be on the bench. I mean, for me personally, I think I will get rid of Pogba in January. Yeah.
Why?
Why?
If we can get someone else in place of him, right? I would definitely get, because I think he spoiled the balance of the team, basically. With him around, the balance of the team is gone. So we actually need a right winger more than a central midfielder. So actually, if we hadn't got Van der Beek, I feel we should have gotten a right winger. So now this is the case that Pogba wants to leave. Why not just let him go and use that money to sign a right winger? Maybe not in January, maybe in the summer.
But for me, in Pogba's situation, if I were to be Ole, I will not bring Pogba out. I will ask him to sack Mino Raiola.
If that's easy.
But sadly, the fella is represented by
Yeah.
Monster.
Yep.
Monster of an agent, man.
I mean, Shafiq, for you, what about your double pivot? I mean, Scott McTominay and Fred. Will you like replace any of them?
I agree with Derek. Like, it's time to put Van der Beek in. You know,
Okay.
I would also rest Pogba for this game.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to check what is Cavani available, or is he still out?
Oh, that one I'm not sure, man. I mean, just take it as Cavani is available for this game.
Yeah, I mean, I would want a proper number 9. I mean,
Up front.
the biggest problem we had at the derby was that we do not have a number 9.
Okay.
You Rashford and Greenwood running down the channels, and then when they look up, nobody in the middle. I mean, Bruno was practically everywhere. You can't make him, run, to that position all the time and all that. So for me, I think the important, I would want Greenwood to have a run out, because I feel that all he needs is maybe more goals, a better performance, so that we can get him to the level that he once was.
Then, okay, let's say Bruno is definitely starter in this game. Right? Will you still play Rashford and Greenwood? I mean, on the sides with Cavani up front.
I would play. I would play either Rashford, or I think I would more inclined to play Rashford.
Rashford, no rest.
No.
No rest for the boy.
Yeah, no rest for the boy. I think he tries for playing. I think he wants to play. I think his body language is he wants to play and all that. Yeah, so I would want him.
Right, Derek. I mean, you were screaming out for a right wing earlier, right? That we didn't get a right wing. I mean, in 16 days we are getting Amad Diallo. Do you think he deserves to start? I mean, looking at the way that all the media is on him, the way he performed for Atalanta, he's ready for big games. Do you want Ole to take a nosedive to start Amad Diallo?
I think you need to go easy on him. I think he's only like 18, right? I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he gradually put him into the first team. I don't think we should like rush and just throw him into the limelight, which is depending on his mentality. I think will actually affect whether he does well or he will just drop deep in form and stuff. So it depends on how Ole use him lah.
So we let Ole decide like how he nurture Greenwood, right? Where he slowly eats Greenwood in after the.
Correct. I think it's better that way.
Oh, that's very fair. All right, if Faris come in, I mean, let's see the comments, guys. The guys have been talking non-stop, man.
Tristan Lowe.
Yeah, man. Martial, Cavani, Rashford, Pogba, Fred, Bruno, Telles. Man, this will be the dream. I mean, for the game against Sheffield, where we just go all up, man. Don't hold back at all. Yeah.
Well, let's go with Martial's comment, man.
DNA, WB, Twans. I think, Mata. I mean, guys, what do you think of playing Mata in this game, man, guys? Shafiq?
Forgotten Mata. Yeah, I think Mata. Yeah, I think Mata now, his role probably as an impact sub. Probably because I think to start him probably lately when he starts a game, he usually gets substituted in the end. So I feel that probably he now has to understand that his role is more of an impact sub. I think you can see clearly during the West Ham game, that when the game starts to open up, that's when he starts to thrive.
That's a fair point. When Mata comes in to help us. I mean, the West Ham game was the perfect example with that through ball to Rashford for 3-1.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Faris, next, man.
Amad Diallo is ready. It's on the way, Derek.
This for Derek, man. Our future right wing, Amad Diallo.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
All right, next.
What do you guys think about starting Palestri? Maybe not for this game, for down the road.
EFL Cup.
He seems to be playing well.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys catch Palestri at the academy? I mean, Haziq, did you catch Palestri playing for academy? Is Haziq there?
Haziq.
Lagging.
Yeah, I think he's lagging.
Okay, never mind. We go with Derek first. Derek.
I think if you
Palestri, I watched a few of the highlights from the under 23. Hello? Yeah?
Yeah,
can you hear
me?
Yeah, but you're a bit lagging, Haziq. If you could log out and log in again, I think it'd be perfect, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. We go
Can
with
you hear
Derek
me?
first, Derek. Hey, wait. Okay, Derek, Palestri. When
Yeah,
do you
so
think
far
it's ready, man?
I I think he has quite a few runouts, and I think I saw some of his highlights. I think he's doing quite well actually. So maybe in the AFL Cup, or maybe some of the league games, maybe put him on the bench, and let's say like we are 3-0 up, that kind of thing. We maybe just put him in to see how he does.
Uh,
Yeah.
Shafiq is ready to go, man. Shafiq, go.
Usually we are 2-0 down now, but
Yeah. Yeah. Recently we've been.
Hey, Hasik, sorry. You're talking about Palestri, man. Go on.
Yeah, I've seen a few of highlights on Pelestri and his positioning and everything. I understand why Ole hasn't started him yet. Maybe due to the fact that this season United have a lot of depth in squad themselves. You can see Van der Beek himself is get like rare chances of appearing in the squad himself. So he might not want to put high hopes on Pelestri yet since he's young.
Yeah.
Maybe also like mentioned Diallo. I don't think he'll be playing as a first 11 in the United squad yet. He needs to polish up some stuff. Palestri is one for the future for me. But his position play, maybe the language barrier also playing its part since he understands very little English, just like Cavani himself.
Mm.
Yeah, for me, he's one for the future, but he is looking good. He's looking good.
I mean, Haziq, looking at Cavani coming in with Palestri, both compatriots from Uruguay together, right? Do you think it's purposely like bringing to make them to, how you say, adapt easier to the Premier League, where Cavani comes in to help Palestri adapt?
Yeah,
And
maybe that is the reason also they took Pelestri in a sort of way, maybe doesn't want to make Cavani feel left out. Since Cavani has very little English himself, he knows little English himself,
yeah,
so he can make friends. Now he's making friends with the. I think he's more towards the French because he was previously in PSG. So now,
that's
yeah,
correct.
he's getting used to it. Yeah, so basically, Pelestri is also playing his part to Cavani since they are compatriots. So it's a deal, yeah, to me.
So do you see Palestri like playing the FA Cup game? I mean, okay, maybe coming up from the bench, I mean, against Watford. See where the third round
Mm-hmm.
we go up against Watford, right? Do you see like
Yeah.
Palestri coming in the last few 10 minutes, maybe when we are up 2-0 in that kind of game, championship opponent, in
He
fact?
can, but I don't think it's going to be this season though. Since
Okay.
our squad himself, say for example, like Mata and all that, they have very little game time themselves. And rotationally, Ole is going to give these lots a chance as well, a fair chance for them to play in the cups. So to me, I don't see Palestris making any a lot of appearances this season. But next season, we don't know. Maybe Ole is getting rid of one or two people, Deadwood,
Okay.
as we call it. Then we should see more of these talents going up into the squad.
And that's a very fair point on Palestri himself. All right, and Faris, now let's go to the last part of the show where we preview the Sheffield United and Man United game. Both United, oh my god.
Battle of the United.
Okay, Derek.
Will
Yeah.
Chris
Looking
Wilder
at-
be more wild?
All right, Derek, the worst home form versus the best away form. Give me a scoreline, man, and who will change this game for us?
Scoreline.
Yeah.
I would say a 2-0 win.
Okay.
And of course, I think Bruno Fernandes will make a difference again.
Bruno Fernandes making a difference again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's been so far super consistent, and I think not many players that we have ever signed that is so consistent like him. So definitely he will be the one making a difference again. I think without him in the team, I don't think we can even do much. Yeah.
Okay, not a penalty. He's not scoring by a penalty, right?
I hope not lah. Because or not, people are going to bash us again. penalty kick.
But a win is a win. You guys always
Yeah,
win is
I
a
mean,
win.
people are always
A goal
bashing
is
us
a goal.
about him scoring penalties.
It's part and parcel of football.
Yep.
That's fair. Okay, Shafiq, when we talk about this game, man, I mean, you look at Sheffield's horrendous record versus our perfect away record, right? Don't you feel like a bit insecure? I mean, last season when we played Watford, they were winless in 14. We went there, they played like prime Barcelona with De La Feu scoring. I remember that game. So Shafiq, any do you have any lingering worry when we play Sheffield United?
I saw the Southampton Sheffield United game.
Yeah.
Sheffield United, I mean, they were bad. They were really bad in that game. But having said that, they will have fans.
Nice.
United being United, and all it takes is for the fans to get going, and then Lindelof will miss a header, and
Again, Lindelof, right?
so 1-0 to Sheffield United first half, but final score 3-1 to us.
Look
Yeah,
at
the last time you all played there, it was a draw, right? It was a 3-3.
Yeah,
draw,
it
right?
was 3-2. Yeah, we came back from 2-0, then 3-2, then last minute goal.
Brendan
So do you
Williams
think,
with a beautiful volley. Yeah.
So, Derek, do you think the score will repeat since the stadium will be filled with Sheffield United fans and none of your Red Army is coming to watch? So, do you think the score will repeat 3-3 or will it go your way this time round?
I think Sheffield technically they don't give much lah. So I think United will keep a clean sheet this time round. So hopefully they'll keep fingers crossed. A 2-0 win for us lah.
Then from there, okay, Haziq, I just wanna know. I mean, we know who you want to start in goal in the game. Got to be Dean Henderson. But who's going to be your back four?
My back four, as I preferred, is going to be Bisaka, Tuanzebe, Maguire, and Telles. And for midfield, like for Derek, you wanted Fred and also Van der Beek, right?
Yeah.
I would prefer putting Fred, Pogba, and Bruno. Since all the media attention is paying to Pogba himself,
Wow.
I think he's being very positive for the past 2 games, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Last week, I mean, the derby, he's actually being very positive in his position. To me, his contribution to Rashford himself, he sees that he's trying to make a statement. And to me, if he starts against Sheffield, he's going to make the difference.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I agree there, man. Definitely, if Pogba starts. All right, that's why we forgot to ask Shafiq something. What's your prediction for the Sheffield game?
Sheffield United to lead 1-0 half time.
Okay.
United to come back to win 3-1.
So we go by tradition. We go by tradition now. Letting the opponents know.
So comeback kings.
Haziq, how about you, man?
It should be a clean sheet. I would expect it should be a clean sheet, but nonetheless, this is the new United, right? So I would go with a 2-1 win.
Fast. And Derek is the only one who thinks we have a clean sheet. That's why I have to ask him this question, Derek. I mean, Sheffield's last goal was against Leicester City where they scored a header from a corner.
Yeah.
Where our game doing corners, we always play zonal marking. I don't know why, but it's always zonal marking. So Derek, you think we still keep a clean sheet in this game, man? Do you still think so?
I hope so. I mean, I hope they change the zonal marking. Zonal marking doesn't work. I think man marking the traditional way is still the best.
Yes.
So, but I still think they will keep a clean sheet because I think against City we did quite well with their front four. So, I mean, Sheffield United don't offer much up front also. So, I think they will keep a clean sheet.
Yep.
2-0, 1-3. 1-2, right? Haziq, 1-2 or 1-3?
Yeah, 1-2.
2-0, 1-2, and 1-3. I mean, Faris, you look there, man. I mean, it's all very close game. They are expecting a fight from Sheffield. I mean, because the record is there.
I think you guys gonna walk over with this one.
Walk over.
You guys gonna walk over them. I think it's gonna be a 4-0 scoreline for you guys.
4-0.
Yeah.
Oh, guys,
Wow.
any Any takers? I mean,
from
for
Bruno.
Paulinho. Three
Three
penalties.
penalties from and one
Three-
last minute last minute penalty
Last minute
from
penalty.
Rashford. So all four with penalties.
Yeah.
I mean, jokes aside, I think you guys will just walk over there, man.
Okay.
Hope so.
I hope so as well. I hope so as well. Hey, Faris. I
Yeah.
mean, okay. Before we close this session, let's go to the comments, man.
Yeah, let's
mean-
go. Oh, we got one feisty comment. Manchester United can't keep blaming the Glazers if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, also known as group stage, and the team is constantly bad.
Okay.
How look around as teams with mediocre owners are doing well. So, let me give this floor to Shafiq. So, what do you think? Can you guys continue to blame Glazers?
No, I, in a way, it's a fair point. I believe that, we put Glazers one side. We look at what is the performance on the field. There are
Yeah.
times when the performance was fantastic. Case in point, PSG away, the Leipzig home game, and the comebacks. But there are times when you have the same team coming back from a good win, performing badly. Case in point, the Arsenal defeat 6-1. Tottenham lost to Tottenham at home. So, in a way, I think Ole has also got to take some blame for why is this inconsistency happening. Yeah, of course, the Glazers part is the other aspect whereby Ole will say that I do not get the players I want. See, is Van der Beek his signing? I don't think so. He wanted Sancho, he couldn't get Sancho, and just, maybe one or two other players. So he will look on that aspect of why the team is not performing. But there are signs that shows that we can perform. The players that he has can perform, and so he has to take some of the blame for the inconsistent performance on the field.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, for me also, I'm over there lah, because I'm on board with Shafiq, because on a neutral point of view, you see, you can't keep on blaming the owners. You saw how much the owners spent before Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came, and only Jose Mourinho was a successful one, and I mean, come on, you guys don't take the Ole, the super sub Ole. You guys took the Ole from Molde. So he
Yeah.
brought you guys on the same path to Molde, from UCL, but he brought you guys to Europa League. So I think this is going to be the last season for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer if he don't bring any trophies to your side, man. Because
It's make or break, correct?
it's make or break, because with a club of your stature, of your your name, your statures, you guys can't afford to not win silverware and only rely on the top 4 every year. So it's make or break season for Ole lah. Yeah, and we got another one from our regular Anthony Martial. We should not have let Angel Gomez left the team. He should have a chance in the United. What say you, Haziq?
Angel Gomez is not somebody that I would miss because we have plenty of talents besides him. Furthermore, he's playing in the midfield. We are damn packed in the midfield area. So for me, if you go for the seniors, we have Juan Mata. If you go for the youth, we have plenty. We have Van der Beek himself that's playing a much better role than Angel Gomez. So to me, he's not somebody that I would miss.
that's
Nice.
I will not miss him as well, man.
Hey, Mark,
Yeah.
look who just came out from the cave. Our good friend, Joel Robert.
Okay, for Haziq and Shafiq, right? Actually, Jura is the host for this show.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know why he was missing,
Right.
He was too caught up with the derby. He actually took a plane to Manchester to hug everybody. So he's still hugging everybody there. So I think he left with Stones. He left to hug Stones and a few of the City players. He already covered all the United players. He already hugged all of them. So now it's about time for him to hug the City players. So yeah, let's go. We will always bottle it in against teams like this, Sheffield United and whatnot lah. Knowing we have Leeds on Sunday, and I feel Ole will change the team to 2-0 to Wilder's boy. Hope I'm wrong though. Oh, so he's
So
predicting
he's rooting for Sheffield United win 2-0.
Yeah.
really playing the devil's advocate. So Derek, what do you have to say to Joel Robert lah? Tell me.
I think I think I get what he meant, because I think we have 3 games in like a space of less than a week. I think 8 days. So I think, yeah, if he make a wholesale change to the team, then I think I agree with Joe Robert if, let's say, he make wholesale changes. But I hope not also. So if he put out a team similar to the one against City, I think we will definitely win. But I hope not much changes being done, then we will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Wow.
I mean,
Hey, I got
Faris-
one fan of mine.
why? Bring it on, man.
Bruno Fernandes, when he's only taking 3 this season. A certain someone at Liverpool has 6, eh?
Hey, Faris, I mean, let's bring up the comment by Jigdeep Singh.
Which one? The naughty
Anyone,
one?
bro. Anyone.
Salah the diver. But Salah didn't dive, what? Salah didn't. It was a handball, what? You don't blame the way it was given. Blame how the new handball rule was set out.
Yeah,
So,
new handball rule, correct.
you
Because
give
there is
respect,
no
man.
way a handball if it was played in 2000, man.
No wonder he said that. No wonder he mentioned Salah, because he's GMU lah.
He's a United man.
Naughty, Jagdeep.
And Jagdeep, thanks for coming and watching us, man. I mean, looking at the derby, and now it's going to be a hectic run of fixtures now, all the way to the new year, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
so
Gonna
let's
play midweek. I'm gonna play weekend and midweek. So
let's take it a game at a time, guys. And okay,
Yeah.
Faiz, I mean, we have to thank our guests for coming on, man. Even after a boring derby, they have so much energy for today, man, to even talk about United. I'm also trying to gather some strength to talk today as well. And okay, fine, we thank our
I want to answer to Ridwan.
go,
Yes,
go.
did Napshot plays Fantasy Premier League? Yes, we do. We do have a Fantasy Premier League. You can just find us there lah. You can just search for Napshot and we are there. You want to update him on our Fantasy Premier League, Mark? Where to find us?
No, man, I don't play Fantasy Premier League, man.
But yeah, we are there. I mean, I don't play it either, but I got no time for it. But we are there.
Okay, shall we close this session? I mean, let's take the last comment, man. The last question.
The last of the last.
The last one. Before we close this.
5 points difference. Do you guys think we United can do it?
Okay, we start with Haziq. Then we go anti-clockwise. Then we close it
Okay.
out.
5 points away. I'm always optimistic. Looking at the table, we're just 5 point difference. If and that is a big if United can buck up, the centre back can buck up, and not making all those silly errors with the Gea. For me, the Gea should be removed already. Putting somebody else. If they can buck up, then yes, we are genuine title contenders.
I agree, man. Shafiq, how are you?
I want to take up Haziq's point. I think so far when Dean Henderson plays, he commands the defense. Right. So I think probably I would want to give him a run out against Sheffield United, see how he performs, especially against his old team.
Yeah.
So I think it will be a good acid test for Dean Henderson to prove that, hey, look, I think I would want the number 1 spot and all that. So probably, like, I agree. If we can shore up the defense and all that, I think we are okay for a top 4 for the title. No way, man. Still a long way to go.
And last one for Derek, if we maintain this away form of ours, can we go far?
Not if we don't pick up points at home. I mean, like at home, it's the most important. We need
Yes.
to really pick up points at home. I mean, don't care about our away form. Our home form is the most important, actually. Yeah. So, I think top four, but title I think still a bit too far lah. Yeah.
A bit too far. Okay, still early to call then.
What I say,
Alright.
5 points will be 25 points. That's all.
Ooh.
Pull away.
Alright.
Ooh.
We keep this, man, for midweek. Then we see the energy from then on. Alright, guys. I mean, for our viewers, what we tell them to do before we go. And thank you, guests. Thank you, everyone that's watching. I mean, we really appreciate you guys coming on Monday Blues, talking with us about United, our beloved club, right? And all right, so there, guys, this is what you must do, man. I mean, subscribe to Napshot Studios on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and all the news is not about United. It will be everything important. Let's go from Arsenal to Chelsea to Liverpool. Napshot will address everything, man. Even the transfers, injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for the United fans out there, I heard a rumor lah. So I heard a rumor, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and you click on the notification bell, the 5 points might turn to 1 lah. So do it.
Okay.
So let's go, everybody. Let's go. If you guys have hope in your heart, with hope in your heart, just click on the subscribe button and the notification bell, and it might be from 5 to 1 point difference. So,
It's a bonus.
but I don't know. I don't know from where lah. I don't know 5 points from the top or the bottom lah. I just know lah. I just know they say it's going to be 1 point different lah. So let's go, man.
Okay. Before next week's show, all right. Before next week's show, a lot of things can happen. 2 rounds of fixtures to go.
Yeah,
all right,
man.
Faris.
Let's say goodbye. So we'd like to thank our guests for coming in today, Derek, Shafiq, and Haziq. So I mean, it's been a pleasure lah, talking to United fans, seeing the other side of the leaf, the greener side of the green side, not the greener side, the green side of the leaf, but yeah, not as green as Mark's jersey lah. So,
All right. Okay.
thank you guys, man.
Thank you for having us.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you
guys.
very much, guys.
Okay, bye.
And to the next
Bye-bye.
All United again. Come on, to the next All United again.
Yeah, man. Mark,
How Faris?
what a day, man. What a night it's been. It's been great.
So many things
far.
happening, man. So many things.
Yeah.
The draw, right? The draw. Then the run of games, man. Everyone draw and lose.
Yeah.
My God, never had a week like this, man.
But it was. I know it's great to have them to our show, to enjoy our Monday night. But it's a Monday blue for football fans around the world.
Yeah, man.
With
recent news, right?
Yeah, with the most latest news, right? So, I'd like to give a tribute to our Gerard Houllier. He
The
passed
man we love
away.
to hate, man. Even as United fans, but man,
Yeah.
he really made football interesting back then. I mean, the rivalry with Ferguson, having a Liverpool team back then.
I mean, I know this is an all United show, but this is for football fans, like us from Code Red, All United show, and the Napshot Studios. We would like to give our condolences to his family. May Gerard Houllier rest in peace, lah.
I mean, Faris, game recognizes game, right? I mean, Gerard
Yeah.
Houllier was really a terror. And may he rest in power, man, Gerard Houllier.
Yeah,
and to his
rest in
family.
power.
Napshot
All right,
sends
guys,
their condolences.
with that-
All right.
With that, before we end, we would like to remind all our Napshot followers, do catch Code Red this Wednesday. Cal will be back hosting it together with Mayor, and we have epic fans. We got official fan clubs from Liverpool himself. He'll be into the show. So you guys, all the Liverpool fans out there and all the Liverpool haters, we call you guys all come to watch Napshot Studios Code Red All Liverpool show this Wednesday, 9 p.m. with Cal and Mayor hosting the show with a whole list of guests. All right, with that, have a good night, guys.
And this is
Bye.
Faris and Mark signing off, guys. Good
Yeah,
night.
take care.